What's up, guys, and welcome back. It is time for us to get right back into the business end of the action here, of course. Today is going to be our second day right here on the PUBG Mobile EU series, and this, of course, being the grand finals. It is, of course, brought to you by the players, the people, the lovely people over at Nice Cactus, and, of course, organized by the Perch Tournament. But now we're getting ready to move into the action to see what the teams are going to be bringing in on the second day, and we've got a few things actually on the table here. Today, we will be having two Murmur matches with only one Erangel and one Sanhok. Now we have to take a quick look at what the standings are coming into today, as I didn't show them at the end of yesterday's broadcast. But here we are without any further delay. As we can see, of course, now the teams currently sitting there. We've got 4 chicken dinners spread across. We've got the players there from the 4 Romanian men. We've got LIVION Esports as well as Light Warriors, and also then the Scream Squad coming in with their respective winner chicken dinners. But the teams are fighting for their share of $1,000. Of course, that is broken up between the top 3 teams. So there's a little bit of pressure for the teams to walk away with that extra bit of cash. But of course, we are going to be looking to see what they will be doing in today's matches. As I mentioned, we are heading straight over into a little bit of that Miramar action. And of course, we are going to be starting off the day with our first drop right up into that desert action. So let me know in the chat who you are here to support. Let me know who do you think is going to be the first team. I see a lot of shout-outs coming in for the players there from Team Paint. But of course, without any further ado, let's hop straight into the match to see what that flight path is doing. You can see, of course, it is starting over on towards Impala, heading across towards the ever-lovely Val del Mar. So a very southern flight path to kick off the gameplay here for today. But now we've got to wait and see where the teams are going to be dropping and who's going to be the first team to step up to the challenge to walk away with that first winner chicken dinner of the day. So let me know in the chat what you guys are thinking. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you want to comment something, whatever the case is, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Leave us a like. And let's see how much love we can show these teams. They're all now getting ready to move on through. A few players now starting to make their way a little bit further up on towards that northern side. Not looking to push up too crazy just yet, but we could have a potential bit of contention coming in towards that potential junkyard Al-Azhar kind of region. As you see Unicorns of Love, and of course the players there from LIVION Esports now dropping over on towards that eastern side of the zone. But you see the players there from Light Warriors now moving in the direction there of Minas. A little bit of that Generales action. But where will the action kick us off? We do see, of course, 2 teams now also dropping straight down in towards Los Leones. A lot of love coming in for Paint. And, of course, the players there from FLUX as well. So let me know who you guys are here to support as we look onto an absolutely fantastic flight path and zone combo coming in. That zone being quite complementary to our very first zone. But now we've got to wait to see where that first little smidgen of action is going to be coming from. Maybe up in towards potentially Los Leones. We see a few teams in relative close proximity to each other. It is going to be the 4 Romanian men and the squad rolling through from the new names. So let's see who will be kicking butts and taking names. Well, speaking of which, let's hop straight into the action. As we can see, new names holding on, going about their looting business. Nothing too crazy to talk about just yet. We do see them holding up alongside the players here from the 4 Romanian men, but not quite sure if that is going to pose any immediate dangers for them. So we have a little bit of a look at that map, trying to see where the teams are and what they're going to be bringing on through. But that map also now just showing kind of the positioning of the teams spread out through the entirety of the map. Got the players here from KONINA Power positioned all the way over towards that far western side, holding up in towards Val del Mar. And of course we see the players also then from Clear Vision up in towards Monte Nuevo. Curious to see what is going to unfold here between the players from new names Of course, the 4 Romanian men. Whether or not they'll be able to find any of those points. We know 4 Romanian men yesterday already picking up that winner chicken that is sitting on a collective total of 62 points. 32 of those points being awarded only to the eliminations they've been able to find. So a really frag-heavy play coming through. Of course, we look at the players from Big as well, also sitting on a grand total of 32 eliminations. So definitely two teams standing out with regards to the amount of elims they've been able to acquire in yesterday's 4 matches. But let's see what these remaining 4 will bring. Right, so several potential angles can still be played here. As we can see the team slowly starting to make their way in and around the map, looking to find a good, decent position to be calling home, at least for the time being. But now it's down to a serious game of waiting as the teams are going about their loot business. Not going to be doing anything too drastic just yet. We've got the players now, as we can see, from new names making their way on through. As we've mentioned before, they are sharing this position with the players from the 4 Romanian men. Both squads just going about their business, respecting the space. Not going to be looking to cause any upsets, if we could put it that way. At least for the time being. It does seem like the 4 Romanian men are potentially keeping an eye on starting to rotate out. Of course, now we've got Shifu also here, just prepping up that golden Dorado. Blowing out all the tires, ensuring that no one is going to be walking away with that just yet. That's what we love to see. Some really interesting approaches coming through here from the team. Speaking about interesting, we've got Kedge. Also now from the side there of FLUX. About to have a little bit of potential pressure coming in their direction. As we can see the Eastern Stars now just rotating right up ahead. It is going to be Kapahala leading the push there. With a little bit of that Octavian spice added on as well. As they now make their way on through. Looking to see if they can find a decent position to call home. Ooh, but we might have a few engagements. We got Solus now getting ready to just tap away there as the Eastern Stars make their position, trying to pull in towards that western side. You see the compounds they've decided to move into. A little bit of a warehouse potential action coming in there. You see Octavian. Oh, just in the scopes there as Solus is keeping a very, very watchful eye. We got Gage also now just looking to rotate up somewhat. Will we see them actually get down to business and jump into those engagements? Kapahala also just going to be looking to quickly duck up into the vehicle. 4 Romanian men now tapping a few shots away. But it does seem like the teams are disengaging, at least for the time being, as the players here from Kapahala are in a position where they can continue to just roll their way on through. Meanwhile, the tensions are building up in towards Los Leones, where the 4 Romanian men are finding a few heads on towards the players there from the side of Team Doom. As we can see now, 4 Romanian men looking for those positions. The Team Doom just situated over onto that western position. So a lot of rotations still to come on through. The teams are going to be looking for position, a spot that they can call home. But where will they go? See that map now starting to close on up slowly but surely. Nothing too aggressive just yet. They are going to be looking to see if they can find any of those rotations. So the players there from Unicorns of Love positioned all the way up in towards Al Azhar. And for the time being, the pressure is going to be on. We have a few shots also now just popping off in the background. They're coming through from the players of Eastern Stars. But they're now getting ready to make their advances, rotating a little bit further on towards that eastern side. Meanwhile, 4 Romanian men getting ready to push. We do see Sarah also now right there up alongside them, quickly stepping in to grab a bit of that additional loot. Might as well grab it while it's available. The 4 Romanian men still looking to play the angles. Meanwhile, we've got the players here from LIVION also just going to be coming in, trying to see if they can find a few of those shots on towards FLUX. We can see Solus now just up ahead. Hadsong keeping a very watchful eye on that compound, looking to see where Solus is going to be rotating. It does seem like Solus is going to be trying to just yeet themselves a little bit further in towards the zone. Beautiful spray coming through here. Doesn't seem like Hadsong is landing too many of those hits. But it is now going to be down to Hadsong to try and find a different approach, as we are, of course, going to be taking a quick look at where that zone has gone and what the teams will have to work with coming into this next phase. Typical zone, just taking a little bit of a shift. Cinching up beautifully on towards Los Leones. So several teams now are going to be looking to push themselves back up into the zone, looking to find a decent position. Already we see several teams already taking some good occupation there. Now it's all down to what the teams are going to be looking to do. A little bit of congestion coming into the zone. There's going to be the side here of the 4 Romanian men now looking to set up a bit of a dominating position over on towards that more centralized region of the zone. The Team Doom also now finding themselves in a little bit of that pressure cooker situation. 4 Romanian men, gotta be careful. They've got KONINA Power positioned right up alongside them, at least one of the players. Of course, now the players here from Team Doom also finding themselves fighting it out with the side of KONINA. So let's see whether or not Team Doom be able to get themselves secured coming into this next section. Ooh, a little bit of a jump, trying to get up onto that setup. A lot of tricky rotations about to come on through. Teams don't really have all too much area to work with coming into this next phase. The Team Doom keeping a watchful eye. You can see the rotations still coming on through. We get clear vision, of course, the players there from MAD Esports now looking to make a dash in from that western side. Big, however, is going to be looking to rotate along that southern side, following very similarly to what we see coming through there from the 4 Romanian boys. But of course, looking at their rotation, they could be looking to get themselves set up over on towards that more eastern side of the zone. We do have a few shots that we can see also on the map there happening from the players of the 4 Romanian men, heading down towards the players there from the Eastern Stars, Kapahala and Octavian. Let's see if we can jump into any of that action as the shots continue to fly on through. The first hit making contact. Up comes the 4 Romanian men, getting ready to apply a bit of that pressure as they get now themselves prepped up for a little bit of a shuffle. It is going to be Kapahala that is down for the time being. Kapahala now just keeping a very watchful eye there. Octavian trying to see if they can reach all the way across. But the pressure is going to be on. Good Sarah moving a little bit closer. Oh, down goes Kapahala as Redox finds another beautiful hit. Just lining up those shots so perfectly. But now, the players here from 4 Romanian men are going to be looking to defend the northern position of zone. We did see the players here from FLUX also moving in. But will there be some pretty tough competition coming through? Of course, now we can see the players there from the side of Clear Vision also featuring up in that feed. Octavian going to try and run it out. Of course, the 4 Romanian men now getting ready to push straight on back into the city itself. Zone continuing to take a bit of a swing. The teams now look to reposition themselves a little bit further on towards that more southern side. But Solkay now just trying to find a good angle of approach. Several teams, of course, positioned just up ahead of them. Not a lot of options remain, really. As you can see, the teams now coming in with those rotations, looking to push themselves a little bit further forward. But which way around will they take it? For Romanian men, rotating up into center zone, looking to get themselves a really good established position coming in. And of course, quite a bit of information can be gathered from that position. But now we look to see what they are going to be doing, as we have so many more teams now looking to fight it out. Positionally find themselves sliding into a decent angle here. We got Doom, we got players from Clear Vision as well as Big, and relatively close proximity over on towards that western side. Down south, the four Romanian boys are going to be having a much smoother approach getting into position towards the zone. The four Romanian men trying to keep those angles dialed up. A little bit of a spread approach coming through here from them. See the players there from Big just holding over on towards that southeastern side. Still Paint and the players there from the Light Warriors now having to find themselves back in towards the zone, looking to push in from that northern direction. As you can see, tensions are definitely starting to build. FLUX also looking for a bit of an opening, bit of a potential play. Hoping to find a good approach. We got Solus now also just getting themselves ready alongside Solka here. Clear Vision is going to be fighting a quick shot coming straight up in towards the players there from the side of Big now. Oh, Paint also just rolling through with the bunches. Here we go. Clear Vision catching themselves right up in the position alongside the players here, who will be the next one to step on through. The NASA rolling on through. Let's see what's going to happen. The players there from X9 also now coming under a little bit of fire, as we can see the shots now just lighting it up in that kill feed. Oh, but Kakao blows themselves up. That is not particularly ideal for the team to come on through. Of course, we can see NASA now coming under fire. We got Leo on the side here of X9 also feeling the tension. NASA now going to come rushing straight on forward. Several hits continue to roll on in. The players here from the Scream Squad now going up against the side of KONINA Power, who will be the one to get that position. You can see, of course, the players here from KONINA Power looking to bring up those defensive lines. Alex now getting knocked down, as well as Wintox. It is going to be down to Leo and Yankee to try and keep it together. Yankee pulling off the first res on towards Alex. Oh, but out comes Doom, finding a beautiful shot. It is now all up to Alex, and unfortunately down they go. As we can see, of course, now KONINA Power just looking to find that wraparound play, getting themselves much better situated within the zone. Not a lot of options really remain with regards to those rotations to come on through. As we know, zone is closing on up. We can see four Romanian men now starting to tap away, just utilizing their position. Landing blow after devastating blow. The team's now having to reposition back on towards the northern side of the zone. Oh, but look at this now. FLQQ coming in with a little bit of that drive-by action. The shots now flying right up in towards them. The first hit lands. Now we got Fash also just holding on the far side. Sneaky approach as they apply the pressure right onto the blaze here. Now from the side, they are FLUX. Because Solus. Oh, beautiful shot coming in from Solus. Now it all turns down to PRXX. Will they be able to stand their grounds? We can see a lot of pressure now getting dialed up into the zone as the teams continue to just push further and further forward. But for Romanian boys, down on that lower end, but look at this PRX. Oh, gets taken right on down as FLUX just pushes up so aggressively. But will they now be able to get themselves out of the pressure cooker, which is going to be this next zone? See the players there also from the side of Paint applying a lot of pressure. We also had the players from Big just tapping away on towards the players there. I believe it was from KONINA Power. Let's see, here we go. LIVION now feeling the pressure as Paint is rushing forward towards them. Oh, the 4 Romanian men getting taken on down. Sent back into the lobby, but down goes Crow as well. The shot's not stopping anytime soon. Blow after blow, head after head. Because of Love finding a little bit of that sweet spot onto the players here now from the side of Paint. You can see the light getting lit up in the feed. Lutz now going to try and play that angle. You got Zadira also looking to see if they can find a sneaky approach to get themselves situated in towards that zone. Good Daddy out in the open. Sprays come through. Zadira tries to pick it up. Unfortunately, not making contact. Big also just holding their angle. A lot of pressure as we can see. Players here from FLUX holding smack dab center zone. Still have a full squad left. A lot of pressure can be applied from that position. Of course, we see Kakao now coming in with a quick rotation. Just looking to sneak in on that northern approach. But the shots are finding their way on through. Kakao taking several hits. Paint now also tapping away at the players there from the Unicorns of Love. We can see Zadira still holding the position. But of course, we got Baka now trying to mend that health bar. Oh, a lot of pressure starting to build here. We got Ketch also just holding up nearly on the front line. But they are going to be challenged, as we can see the players now from the side here of New Name also looking to push their way on through. Exodus quickly stopping to just attend to their health bar. We got also keeping a beautiful off-angle play here. Baka looking to sneak on through. Daddy, of course, getting traded on down. Down to our final 10 teams we go. 29 players still remain. Oh, but now new names coming in with the hits. But with that, it is going to be FLUX to steal away a few of those eliminations. Big also finding an absolutely devastating blow as they now look to push in from that southern side of the zone. You can see Beast now looking to move on through. Paint still pushing in from the northern side, but the pressure's continuing to build. We got the players here also now from the Scream squad looking to defend their position. Looking to keep hold of the angle here that they call home. Up comes the players there from MAD Esports looking to contest them for their position. Will they be able to get it dialed in? Will they be able to pick up any of those cheeky blows? Oh, Zadira just holding on that far angle. The players here now from FLUX also looking to see if they can find any potential shots. New names trying to push in. Oh, Solke cooking up the nade. Out it goes. He's going to find Chris though. No, it doesn't. Gets super close though. We got Roller Big Boy also now just looking to sneak in from this northern side. Lots of shots just firing off all around them. Let's see whether or not Solke will be able to find any of those plays to come on through. Keeping a very watchful eye. We got Lutz also keeping their scopes just focused on towards that northern potential threat. Catch now. I'm trying to see if they can find anything lining up. Oh, the hits flying on through. Players here now from the side of Scream Squad also going to be keeping a very, very watchful eye. Not going to be looking to expose themselves unnecessarily. Meanwhile, the players here from Paint now applying a lot of pressure. See the squad from MAD Esports position down below. Scream Squad right there alongside them. Who's going to be the first one to fall? With Lucci now just trying to fend off Scream Squad's advances. Oh, but Boga keeping a very watchful eye up on the high ground. They've now also been pushed out of that zone. Zone continuing to shift further and further down south. Up comes the rush. Let's see who's going to be able to get it. Of course, players here now from MAD Esports trying to get themselves secured within the compound. Quickly trying to bring their players back up into fighting form. But look at that. New names now. Going to be trying to push their way on in. Oh, of course, players here from FLUX right there alongside them. So there's going to be quite a bit of a battle coming in between both these teams. FLUX, new names. Up comes the rush. Beautiful spray as Sketch comes in with the clutch. Down they go. And it is going to be the end of the road for them. Now the players from Paint looking to just sneak their way back up in towards the zone. We still have Octavian here from the Eastern Stars holding up in Northern Zone. But look at Sketch now just swinging away as the players there from MAD Esports try to get themselves situated within the zone. The vehicle, of course, now getting blown to smithereens. Octavian playing it very quietly. It is now down to Lushi, the last one here left for the side of Mad. Oh, but down they go. Blue Zone swoops on in. It's going to be now FLUX looking to hold strong. Big looking absolutely fantastic currently up in the zone. Still have all 4 players left. Same can be said for the base here from FLUX. Octavian finding a quick trade-off onto the side of Paint. Big now getting that knock coming in towards Mishi. Octavian is going to get rushed up ahead. Will he be able to hold up the defenses? We can see the players here from Paint getting ready to apply that pressure. Octavian entirely isolated. Only started off with 2 players. Big now also we can see coming in on that feed. Several heads finding their way on in. Ketch keeping a watchful eye. Paint. Parker here trying to get that rush going. Octavian just standing their ground. Down to the final 4 teams we go. Oh! The Nate finds a little bit of damage coming into Octavian. Paint. Very cautious on the edge. See whether or not Octavian will be able to clutch their way on through. Meanwhile, Solke is going to become hammering on down. Trying to pick up those hits. Solus getting traded off. Still riding on 4 teams. Let's see, Octavian. The lone survivor. Put up in a very difficult position. It is going to be Paint looking quite phenomenally coming into the zone. Octavian taking several hits. That zone now shifting a slight bit up in towards the north. Octavian trying to smoke it out. But the pressure not backing off just yet. Solke and the rest of the squad looking to see if they can find any potential angles. Catch and Lutz. We get to see if they can rotate in. But where would they go? Blue Zone getting ready to push them forward as well. Paint holding strong. Not going to be looking to move up just yet. Oh! Down goes the Lutz as Beast comes through with an absolutely beautiful spray out the window. Solke now quickly having to reposition. That Blue Zone is now starting to move on through. Solke going to be the last hopeful for the team here of FLUX. Big sweating up ahead. Let's see if Solke will be able to clutch this one out. Mozaro, there we go. Beautiful trade-off coming in as Mozaro lands the finishing blow. It is now down to Paint. Big. And still, of course, it is going to be Octavian looking to hold on for the Eastern Stars. 2 players coming in from Big. 1 from the Eastern Stars. And the 3 hopefuls left. And with that, Mozaro steals the elimination away. Beast now trying to come in with a few of those cheeky shots. Paint now getting caught up in the building. Both teams situated within the zone. 13 eliminations already under the belt for Big. Players there from Paint coming in with 9. We got Beast, Mozaro up against the 3-man team coming through from the side of Paint. Who will be the one to grab that clutch? Right, so everyone's still looking to see if they can find a potential angle to play from. Tensions riding high. It will be the one to get it. Oh, come on. Beast now still trying to see if he can find any potential plays to make from here. Mozaro also now getting ready to push themselves on forward. That zone absolutely minute. Here we go. We got Shifu now just trying to inch their way a little bit closer. Gonna see if that front line is going to be working out. Beast now with a quick reposition on the vehicle. Not quite sure where they're going to be looking to push this up in towards. But they are going to be looking to rotate along that northern side. Shifu now comes through with a bit of a spray. Beast now rushing straight on forward. Down he goes. Mozaro now the last one left. Will they be able to clutch it out? It's going to be Shifu, Mozaro, Foka, and of course Zadira Oh, there we go. Nice straight off. Down goes Baka. Shifu now trying to inch their way on forward, looking to find Mozaro up in the smokes. Oh, finds a bit of a hit. There we go. Come on, Shifu. Still continuing with the efforts. Oh, up comes Shifu once again. Beautiful trade-off. Down goes Shifu. It is now down towards Zadira. 1v1 to close it out. The players here from Paint already sitting on 10 eliminations. Big sitting on 14. Mozaro feeling the pressure as those nades continue to fly in. Oh, but Mozaro's been spotted. Come on. Up comes Mozaro. Oh, come on. Almost there. Almost there. Zadira finds a beautiful hit right up in towards Mozaro as well. But who will be the one to clutch it out? Mozaro, no. Considering all the options here to move on forward. Zadira contemplating whether or not to try and move to the position here of Shifu. Oh, but Mozaro comes in with the drop shot, and with that, big walk away with a winner chicken dinner. 16 eliminations to their name. Absolutely insane. Of course, Paint also putting in an absolute beautiful effort, as we can see. They close up their performance. They're coming in with 10 eliminations. Eastern Stars taking that third position. Of course, FLUX finishing up in fourth, as we can see, 7 eliminations to their name. Then we've got MAD Esports coming up in 5th place, finishing with 4. We've got the players there from New Names up in 6th place with 3 eliminations. The Scream Squad up in 7th with 1. We've got the Light Warriors over in 8th place. Unicorns of Love finishing up in 9th place with 2. We've got Team Doom taking that 10th place with 6 eliminations. 4 Romanian boys getting sent out in 11th. Clear Vision out in 12th. Of course, the players from LIVION taking 13th with 2. The 4 Romanian men finishing in 14th with 3. KONINA Power finishing up in 15th with 3 eliminations as well. And then, of course, X9 being the first team getting sent back into the lobby. And, well, our aggressor of this match is going to be going straight towards Mozaro, finishing strong on 6 eliminations. Then, second up, we've got Swave coming in with the beautiful assist there, being the best companion, bringing in the 2 assists and the 3 revives. Then, of course, Mozaro being the MVP as well. Just an absolutely devastating performance. Over 8 kilometers of distance travel and 806 damage dealt. So some beautiful stuff getting done right here on the battlefield once again. But that is going to bring us to the end of our very first match of the day. Next up, we still have 3 more to go. We do have, of course, 1 more Miramar, then Erangel, and, of course, a little bit of that Sandhawk action. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you guys right back after the break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're getting ready to hop straight on into the action once again. First match done and dusted. And of course, let's quickly take a look and see what the results are looking like so far. As we can see, of course, the players coming in from the side of Team Big, picking up that absolutely insane winner chicken dinner, sitting right at the top there on 72 total points. Of course, the players then from the 4 Romanian men sitting right behind them on 65 points respectively. So the team's really putting in a lot of effort pushing for that top position. Of course, we see players there from FLUX sitting up into third position currently on 50 total points. LIVION Esports sharing that position alongside with them. Also sitting on 50, already having their winner chicken dinner. Light Warriors right there up in that 5th place with their chicken. And then, of course, we see the players from the Scream Squad sitting all the way over in that 9th position with their winner chicken dinner. Who will be the next team to step on up, walking away with that winner chicken dinner? Let me know in the chat. Let me know who you guys are here to support. Of course, I see a lot of support coming out for FLUX, as well as the players over there from Paint. So let me know what your thoughts are. And who knows, maybe the teams will bring in some really surprising and impressive performances. Flight path also now just getting ready to make its way on through. So let's hop on over while we wait to see what that flight path will bring. Of course, as we can see, no flight path. It is going to appear in a few moments. The team's getting ready to make their way on through. Flight path is there, and it now starts over towards Los Higos in that southern side, heading in a very similar kind of approach that we saw coming in on that first match, still sticking very much towards that southern side. But this time around, it's leaning a little bit more towards the east. As we can see, Impala, Los Leones, Puerto, La Bendita, Minas Generales, Junkyard, El Azahar, Graveyard, Pecado, Chumacera, Minas del Val, Minas del Sur. All these places being within reach for the teams now to try and push straight on in towards. Curious to see really where these teams are going to be looking to drop on down. You do see KONINA Power taking a little bit of a split approach. 2 players, or 3 players rather, heading towards Val del Mar, with the Gonzo actually trying to drop straight up in towards Los Higos. But now it is going to come down to a little bit of a waiting game, looking to see where the teams are going to be pushing up towards, and where they'll be calling home coming into the second Murmur of the day. Of course, I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, my Turkish is not too great, but if it was in English, that'd be great. Because that way I can understand it. But of course, now speaking about understanding, we look at our zone and we can see it heading a little bit more towards that center zone, leaning a slight bit towards the north, but of course centering up beautifully on towards Graveyard. And this is going to be a great starting point coming through for the players there from Light Warriors, as they won't have to rotate all too far to get themselves situated. Of course, Chumacera, as you can see, is going to be an absolute bloodbath. You get quite a few teams dropping real up close and personal. It is going to be the players there from Big and Clear Vision. Now making a bit of a play coming in from that more southwestern side. Los Leones itself also looking pretty hot and heated. As we've got the players there from new names. We've got FLUX, we've got 4 Romanian men, 4 Romanian boys, as well as Team Doom. So a lot of potential angles that are going to be played from that region. But now, of course, we are going to be looking to see where the teams are going to be starting off their engagements. FLUX about to lose one of their players, but it's not going to be too much of a concern. As we can see, Solke, of course, now getting traded off right there. The rest of the team now from FLUX going to be looking to make their way a little bit further in towards that zone. You can see them now just heading up onto the edge. So a few options still remains for them. But as we know, several points of contention coming through in this game. We got Los Leones looking pretty hot and heated. Chumacera. We got the players there from Big and Clear Vision. But the rest of the map does seem to be relatively quiet, at least for the time being. As we quickly hop straight up in towards Los Leones. You can see the players here now from the 4 Romanian men starting to make their way on through. Nothing out of the ordinary really coming in from their side. But let's see what they are going to be bringing on in. Of course, the players now from the side of Big also going to be making their rotations through up in towards that Chumacera position. But where will they go from here? So still 62 players alive, 16 teams still remaining. So every team still in the lobby. We only saw that one elimination finding its way on through so far. But who will be the next player or the next team to potentially try and step it up? Up in towards Picardo, we've got the players here from the Scream Squad now making their way on through, looking to see if they can call a decent position home, at least for the time being. But now we're going to be looking onto the map a little bit to see what the teams are going to be bringing on through and where they're going to be going. Of course, a lot of rotations can still find its way on through. The teams are relatively well spread out. Everyone, at least for the time being, just respecting the space. Not seeing any major urgent rushes coming through from the teams. Big still keeping a very watchful eye on the players there from Clear Vision, as we can see coming in on the map. All Romanian boys now looking to rotate up a little bit further, coming in from that southern side. They could be finding themselves coming in right alongside Team Doom. But only time will tell where it is that they are going to be looking to push. Of course, you see the 4 Romanian men also just positioned up ahead of them. There could be a little bit of tension starting to boil over on that end. However, the players from FLUX also quite spread out. So you can see we got Lutz up in towards the crater there. We've got Solus on that eastern side of it. And then, of course, Catch all the way over towards Impala. So definitely a very trying kind of rotation going through there from them. Let's call it a calculated decision that they've decided to put on through. Of course, now looking on what the teams are doing. We've got the players here from the 4 Romanian boys. Also just inching their way a little bit closer, coming in alongside the players from the 4 Romanian men. But they got to be careful because we've got the players here from Big also now looking to bring in a few of their own rotations. Meanwhile, the players from the side of MAD Esports could have a little bit of that unwelcome company now rolling up alongside them. As you can see, Skyline relatively isolated. Will we see any of those shots potentially finding their way on towards the players now from the Scream Squad as they've decided to move up right north? Oh, there we go. Skyline trying to take a quick opportunistic play there. But that, of course, now kind of forces them into an engagement. Speaking about engagements, we get the players here from New Name also starting a bit of a fight on towards the side of the 4 Romanian men. Curious to see what everyone's going to be doing. So we got Arso there from New Name on the left-hand side. We got Exodus already knocked out down below. Let's see whether or not Arso is going to be able to catch up and potentially avenge their teammate, 4 Romanian men. Not just circling around. Looking to get themselves a little bit better situated up in towards the northern side there of Los Leones. Right, so both teams singing a little bit more cautiously. Of course, Arthur is trying to play on those hardcover angles. Not going to be looking to get themselves exposed unnecessarily. Meanwhile, the rest of the lobby will be looking to just make their way on through. Looking to just advance themselves a little bit further in towards that zone. We do see Blue Zone, of course, is going to be closing up for the time being. So the teams now will have quite a bit of space here to utilize. We can see a lot of openings coming in between these teams. Everyone's going to be looking for a position to call home. But let's see where the next potential point of that contention is going to be coming from. See the players here from the side of the Scream Squad. Just sneaking up alongside, or rather up behind, the players from MAD Esports. You see occupying the position up into Power Grid. Of course, we got Paint just north of them. Ooh, but there we go. Big actually now starting it off with a beautiful bit of a fight. Breaking down on towards that southern side as they now come in swinging on towards the players from the 4 Romanian boys. Ooh, Dexter. Off they go. See Tudor now looking to step up to the challenge, step up to the plate. Of course, Arso also going to come swinging through big. Now trying to push up on that southern side. Looking to see if he can find any angles, but Tudor is going to be looking to just hold on strong. Keme also now getting taken down. It is up to Lau and Tudor, the 2 remaining hopefuls now for the 4 Romanian boys. Will they be able to get themselves out of that sticky situation? Oh, Swave? What's going on? Swave trying to get off a bit of a height here. You can see Tudor now quickly trying to move in. Down goes Keme. It is up to Blau. Or, yeah, Lau, rather. Up to Lau and Tudor. Look at Tudor trying to inch their way up the back end. Beast keeping a very watchful eye on that potential play coming through. Lau also just on the front line. Mozaro, Beast, Swave, getting ready to bring us a little bit of action here. But where will those shots come from? So you can see Swave, Mozaro now just frantically searching, trying to see if they can spot any of those potential angles to come on through. Ooh, X9 also now finding a little bit of a hit coming in. So Tira getting traded off. Oh, 4 Romanian men stepping up. Down goes Mishi as GVVV comes in with a beautiful hit. But Big now feeling the pressure. We got Doobie also on the approach. X9 now lighting it up with the players there coming in from the side of Doom. So let's see where Big is going to be going. Meanwhile, the tension's still boiling on up. Oh, Paint coming through with the hits. So this is now where the players all over the place are trying to get themselves into a good position. With that, Lau goes right on down. That is going to be the end of the road. Swave now going to be keeping a very watchful eye here. Ooh, but the shots flying in. Mozaro coming under fire. 4 Romanian men are going to come rushing straight in towards that position. So we see the players now from Paint also holding up relatively close to the team there from FLUX. FLUX now quickly trying to get their numbers back up. Meanwhile, Mozaro is going to try and make a bit of a stand here. It is going to be a 3v4. The 3 players from the side of the 4 Romanian men, of course, positioned right up ahead of them. Oh, up comes those hits. Zone closing in. Mozaro now just trying to play on the high ground. Is going to be the last remaining hopeful. As you can see, the 4 Romanian men now looking to apply the pressure. Up comes the rush. Oh, there we go. Pops the can there. Nicely done. GRVV. Will they be able to get on in? Mozaro quickly. Just repositioning that zone now. Continuing a little bit further on towards that more southern side. So the teams will definitely have to now try and see if they can reposition themselves. We still have the Eastern Stars holding on to that far eastern side. But here we go. Mozaro, oh, comes in with a hit. Down they go. Got the first. The molly is in. Oh, second molly comes through. Doobie right on the opposite end. Let's see if Mozaro will be able to get the clutch in this play. No, down he goes as Doobie comes in with an absolutely beautiful play. Oh, so devastating, but so satisfying at the same time. So now 4 Romanian men having good position to play from. They now can just continue to push in from that southern side. Meanwhile, further up in zone, things are starting to boil up once again. We do have the players from Clear Vision also now just trying to play their angles here. We got Hamodi looking to push through. We got Hamodi tappy tap. Right, so Sarah now also just trying to see if they can cover a few angles coming through here for the 4 Romanian men as they continue to push on forward. Up comes X9, trying to get themselves up in towards the zone. Look at that. Alex now just trying to put a little bit of distance in between. Still riding the edge of that zone. Here we go. Ooh, Eastern Stars feeling the pressure also coming in. For Romanian men. Go all the way down towards that southern side as we jump over towards the place here from the Light Warriors. You see them also now going up against the side of the Eastern Stars. It is going to be Ding. That's already a little bit dinged up. Baboon trying to keep some good cover angles lined up here. Ooh! Livion finds the first few shots coming through on towards paint. It is also now going to be the 4 Romanian men continuing to push on forward. We got X9 right here alongside them. Oh, Sarah crashing into the side. Look at this now. XXTL trying to pick up Doran in the trade-off. Sarah gets a beautiful confirmation on towards Leo. Doran now still feeling the pressure. The shots coming in. Oh, beautiful third parties tapping away all over the place. But now, plays there from MAD Esports. Also in a little bit of a potential risky angle here. Good Lucci. Right up ahead, we've got the players coming through from the side there of new names. Meanwhile, the teams now will continue to make their way, looking for position up in towards the zone. We've got 5 Flux positioned over on towards the eastern side. We've got Painted right below them. So Ketch now, just south of San Martin. Ooh! Doran coming under fires. Unicorns of Love are starting to go to town. See if we can jump into any of that action. Of course, now Unicorns of Love trying to clear up their edge of zone. They are also positioned over on towards the eastern side. Ketch still keeping a very watchful eye. Ooh, finds potential angle right there. That zone, of course, now taking another shift over on towards the western side, centering up towards Power Grid. Meanwhile, Ketch not too far away from zone, but is, however, going to try and see if they can pick up a few of those hits. It is now also the players from the 4 Romanian men coming under fire as the shots continue to rain on through. Players there from MAD Esports are going to be looking to put a bit of a stop to any of those rotations coming through from them as we jump straight over towards Prof. Gojo. Ketch also coming in with a beautiful laser shot on towards the players there now from the Light Warriors. Oh, but look at that. Paint actually stealing the elimination away from them as Shifu quickly taps away, coming in with a beautiful third-party hit. Shifu now just on fire. Dealing blow after blow into the side of the players here. Fire Flux also getting caught out in the crossfire. Unfortunately, not getting down just yet. But they are going to be looking to just push a little bit further forward. Here we go. Shifu still trying to see if they can find an approach. Meanwhile, Professor Gojo is going to just come swinging on through, finding those blows into the 4 Romanian men. Clear Vision also applying a bit of pressure on towards the side there of KONINA Power. Let's see what Clear Vision are going to be bringing through. Look at this. Professor Gojo. We're trying to line up head after head. Oh, quite a challenging position to be in. Also now Clear Vision on the opposite end, but down goes Arso. Look at this Christo. Will Christo survive? Professor Gojo not being able to find those angles just yet. Hamadi and the rest of the players here now from Clear Vision also going to be looking to move. And down they go. Lucci finds the confirmation, and with that, it is going to be the end of the road. Paint now continuing to roll on through with the punches. You see Shifu now just trying to play up on towards that northern side of the zone. Professor Gojo just flying off, just utilizing the vehicle. Oh, down goes Shifu. FLUX now positioned up ahead of them as well. As you can see, Lutz not looking too great with that health bar, but it is now going to be up towards Limbo Boom. Trying to come in with a quick arrest there. Meanwhile, Boka is going to be just positioned a little bit further away. FLUX getting ready to dial up the aggression. Will he be able to get the shot? There we go. Beautiful. One landing its way on straight towards them. FLUX Paint fighting it out. Here we go. Quick rotation coming in from FLUX. Looking to see if they can find that angle right onto the players now. Oh, but Paint, they're focusing their efforts on getting back in towards that zone. There we go. There we go. Livion coming under a little bit of fire. We got Crow now up in the north. Paint looking to come swooping on through. Clear Vision going to be looking to pick up even more eliminations as they now push further and further forward. Limbo Boom trying to wrap around. Oh, look at this. Livion exposed up ahead. Picking up the nade is going to be the one. Oh. Had Song just tapping away. Beautiful rush coming through. Down goes Limbo Boom. Zadira, Shifu now still left to try and make a bit of a stand here. Down to 9 teams we are. Oh, Clear Vision getting blown to smithereens. It is going to be the 4 Romanian men now down to Doobie. Looking to push in from that eastern side. Meanwhile, players here from Paint now feeling the pressure as the shots continue to fly on in. Livion coming in with a beautiful off-angle play. Down south, we see the players here from KONINA Power now also going to be looking to apply a bit of that pressure. See Ketch now just holding up in towards the north. Doobie, we're sneaking around. Just trying to stay quiet. Scream Squad over on that eastern end. A lot of pressure and tension still building as we see the players there from X9 also coming under fire. KONINA Power now lining it up there from the Scream Squad. See if Yankees will be able to get anything done. Professor Gojo once again starting to rotate out, but now riding the edge of the blue. Oh, what is going to happen here? Professor Gojo now just trying to see if he can make his way back in towards the zone. Livion still holding up alongside the players here from FLUX. That zone getting ready to pop up as well. Not a lot of space left for the teams really to make any use of. X9 up ahead of the players here from MAD Esports. Oh, up comes their heads. There we go. That's what we want to see. Professor Gojo and the rest of his team now just laying down the law. As the shots continue to fly on through, it is going to be Shaolun as they quickly retreat. X9 getting eliminated. KONINA Power coming in with some really devastating blows. Here we go. Solus now trying to send that nade all the way across. KONINA Power picking up the shot on towards Shaolun. Down they go. Lushi just trying to hold on. KONINA Power applying a lot of pressure onto the side here of them. But also now KONINA Power still looking to see if they can find a way to get back up in towards the zone. 6 teams now remain. 4 Romanian men about to come under fire. Ooh, Solus also just going to be looking to rotate on through. Oh, Livion feeling the heat, feeling the pressure. Doobie just going to be keeping quiet. But look at this up ahead of Solus. Oh, look at the third party. Down goes Hadsong. Crow now the last hopeful for the team. Is this going to be the play coming through? Lights also now just looking to back up that position. Comes the dash. Oh, come on. Crow solo on health, but unfortunately down they go. KONINA Power now going to be looking to push in from the side. Players here from the side of Scream Squad applying so much pressure on towards them as well. Quite a bit of fighting now erupting over on towards this eastern side of zone. Ramzik now going to be hopping in that vehicle as they too look to push even further back in towards the zone, coming under fires because he can't go. Now just swinging away blow after blow because the players there from FLUX also now just going to be looking to push in from that northern side. Keep trying to set themselves up on the high ground. Gonzo, PRX, and Fashe now just coming in with their own approach over on towards this western side as well. Doobie still positioned up in towards the power grid. You can see up ahead there of Keep, but it is going to be Gonzo trying to reach across over on towards Solus. Oh, does find a little sneaky cheeky hit. Blood also coming under fire now. Let's see if KONINA Power will be able to get the bridge in. Goes down, goes Keech though. Is now down to Solus and Lutz. Another barrage of those utilities getting sent through. Not quite sure why Solus does not have a weapon in their hand, but Lutz getting traded off. It is all now down to Solus. Up comes the Scream Squad. KONINA Power also going to come rushing on forward. Let's see if Solus will be able to fend off KONINA Power. Oh, jump shot. Nice. Look at that. Oh, Gonzo landing the final devastation. And with that, it is going to be the end of the road. The players here from Scream Squad now are going to be looking to just push their way back on in. It is 3 teams left. It is going to be Doobie for the side of the 4 Romanian men looking to roll on in. There we go. Shots flying in all directions. Oh, KONINA Power lands the first. Ramsey getting down as well. It is now down to Renka. They'll be able to get that angle lined up. Oh, so close. KONINA Power up ahead. Third party coming in from Doobie. With that, KONINA Power is down. It is going to be Doobie for the 4 Romanian men up against the players coming through there from the Scream Squad. So Renka now quickly just trying to get the players back into the match. First one up is Keep. Ramzik, the next one to get rezzed. This is now a great opportunity for Doobie. Will we see that push coming in? Or will it be a little bit more of a cautious approach? Doobie trying to see if they can find any potential players to find from this angle here. Renka. Oh, going to be rotating along that center zone line. There's going to be Doobie now stepping up to the plate. Will he get it? Oh, no. Down they go. It is the end of the road. And with that, of course, the players from Scream Squad pick up yet another winner chicken dinner. The first team to pick up 2 for Romanian men. Taking that position up into second place, as we can see. Securing themselves quite a few eliminations. Of course, Scream Squad finishing off on 6. We got the players coming through from the side there of the 4 Romanian men finishing on 8. Then KONINA Power taking third place, coming with 6 eliminations. We got the FLUX team finishing up in fourth rather, with 9 eliminations. We got the team then from MAD Esports in 5th, coming in, as we can see there, with 10 eliminations. Well done. LIVION up in 6th place with 2. We got X9 taking 7th place with 5. We got Paint taking 8th with 4 eliminations. Clear Vision up in 9th place with 2. We got the Unicorns of Love up in 10th with 2 as well. The Light Warriors up in 11th with 1. We got New Names up in 12th place, also finishing on 1. Eastern Stars taking that 13th place. And of course, Big finishing up in 14th with 3. The 4 Romanian boys getting sent out in 15th. And then, of course, Team Doom being the first team getting sent back into the lobby. Now, stars of the match, it is going to be Ketch coming in for FLUX, landing the most eliminations, coming in on 7. Wow, 1,003 damage dealt. Of course, Alex from the side of X9. So you can see coming in with those 3 assists. And then it is going to be Ramzik, the MVP, landing that final blow. Or rather, not the MVP, the person landing the finishing blow. It is so great to see such a spread coming in from all the teams across the board. But of course, that then brings us to the end of our second match. Next up, we are going to be heading into a little bit of that Erangel and Sanok action. So let me know, who do you think is going to be the team to pick up the winner chicken dinner coming into our next match? Of course, love to hear what you guys are thinking. And, well, stick around because we will be right back after the break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're getting ready to move in to our next match of the day. Of course, next up, we're going to be heading straight over into a little bit of that Sandhawk action. So, well, before we get into the match, let's have a quick look and see what the current point situation is for the teams coming on through. As we can see, of course, the teams sitting up there. We got 4 Romanian men with that one winner chicken dinner. Big. Also, still sitting up in second position with 75 points. So, beautiful trade-off coming in between 4 Romanian men and Big. But then also, we've got the players there from the Scream Squad already locking in that their second winner chicken dinner. So some pretty exciting stuff coming in there for them. But now all they're going to do is push even further on up. For Romanian men, showing some pretty good consistency, good balance in between the eliminations and those placement points. You can see 43 to 42 points. Was Big, super aggressive, 51 points already just in those eliminations. And of course, FLUX sitting up in third place. No chicken dinner just yet, but also a rather balanced approach coming in there from them. As we can see, 37 to 30 points respectively. And as I mentioned, next up, we are going to be making our way onto a little bit of that Sandhawk action. And I did hear you about the split screens. Don't worry. I'll reduce those by quite a considerable amount. But either which way, we are now just going to be waiting to see where the teams are going to be dropping into. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to be the team to pick up that winner chicken dinner coming into this next match? Of course, we are going to be hopping over onto the plane momentarily. And of course, speaking of which, let's make our way in. As you can see, the flight path is about to pop. And, well, it is coming in all the way over on towards that far western side. That is going to be quite challenging. Well, not really, right? It is Sandhawk, flight path. Doesn't matter all too much. But it is going to be somewhat challenging for the teams to get a good position secured over on towards that more far eastern side. But just a quick hop and a skip, and they could be finding themselves situated on that side. It is, of course, going to be Lakawi, Kampong, Docks, Camp Bravo. It will take a little bit more focus to get the team situated in towards those regions. But now we've got to wait and see where everyone's going to be dropping. And, of course, where that first initial zone is going to be popping in as well. Teams just going to be making their way on down. We've got KONINA Power pushing across that bootcamp region. The players there from New Names are going to be pushing straight up into bootcamp with the 4 Romanian men and FLUX dropping straight down in towards Ruins. That is going to be quite an interesting potential starting point for both 4 Romanian men and the players coming through from FLUX. Of course, we do see a little bit of that contention coming in towards that more southern side of the zone. But let's wait and see where everyone is going to be going. Of course, let's start off with the players here from the 4 Romanian men. Up alongside FLUX. Curious to see whether or not FLUX are going to be looking to apply a lot of pressure coming into that position. We have also the players that we saw from Paint, relatively close to Quarry, where we also see the players there from Team Doom making their way on through. So for the time being, it's going to be 4 Romanian men looking to get themselves rotated through that zone, going about their business, getting the loot going. Ooh, but already now the players coming through all the way down up in towards Docks is going to be the players there from LIVION picking up a quick few of those eliminations onto the players coming through from MAD Esports. Oh, there we go. Shots continue to fly on in. See if we can get into any of that potential action. How much pressure are they looking to apply here? Ooh, no, it does seem like the players there from the side of LIVION have, of course, now kind of closed up that angle, at least for the time being. Meanwhile, 4 Romanian men still find themselves relatively close to the side there of the squad from FLUX. Ooh, GMVV coming under fire. Redox also just there on the front line. The push is going to come through. You can see FLUX now trying to come in with those approaches. Oh, Solke getting traded right on down. Oh, Solus also getting hit right up in the face. Such a painful position to be playing in. If we look onto the rest of the team, you can see them now still just looking to see if they can push up a little bit further. You got Keith also now just on the side for Romanian men, looking to push their way on forward. Oh, there we go. First confirmation comes on through. That is the second player down now. So let's see whether or not Lutz and Ketch will be able to get this one closed on through. Just huddling up on the rocks. Ketch keeping a very watchful eye. Very isolated position from what we can see here. Lutz also now just rotating further back on towards that more southern side. We've got Ketch now just trying to fall back somewhat. A little bit of a spread out approach coming through from them, at least for the time being. But they got to be careful because we've got the players there from the side of the Scream squad also looking to push in from that southern approach. So here comes Cacao right up ahead. We see that crash coming in for them. Okay, it's going to be lying in wait. Cacao just circling around. He's heard some footsteps. Not quite sure whether or not he's going to try and commit to that push. Oh, Unicorns of Love and Doom also getting up in the exchange. Getch now lasering through with the first hit. There we go. Oh, not getting the hit just yet, but still going to try and apply as much pressure to that position as they possibly can. The Getch now trying to put a little bit of distance in between themselves. Meanwhile, Doom now is going to come rushing forward on towards the Unicorns of Love. Looking to see whether or not they can find any additional points to come on. Good angle coming in there by Maxa. Oh, Frosty getting a beautiful nade up on towards Icy Boy. Frosty on the front line. We did see Ketch now going down in the feed. Up comes Frosty. We get to see if he can find any unicorns up ahead. Already been able to land one or two blows. Oh, there we go. Reznov quickly looking to reposition up behind that rock. There we go. Reznov now trying to bring in a little bit of the retaliation. But Team Doom just lining themselves up so beautifully up ahead of them. Livion, meanwhile, is going to be turning their focus now furthermore on towards the players there from Mad Esports. Unicorns of Love. See if Reznov will be able to get this done. Icy Boy. Right up ahead. Tension starting to build. Icy Boy now just quickly trying to fix that health bar up. Daddy getting confirmed. Down they go. Pressure's going to start to build now. Let's see whether or not Icy Boy will be able to close this one out. Team Doom hanging back a little bit as we can see here. Waiting to see if any of those angles will be paying out favorably for them. But they got to be careful because there's another team moving in right behind them. Oh, come on. Down goes Frosty. Bisk is also down. Maxa getting traded as well. Now it turns to 0 to try and keep up the pressure. Reznov looking to push on forward. Will they be able to close it out though? Oh, the numbers really starting to fall. But let's see if Doom will be able to get the job done. It is going to take a quicker rush coming through. We did see Lucy now also coming through in the feed there, getting sent back into the lobby. Unicorns of Love still under pressure. Reznov trying to hold it up alongside the tree. Trying to get as close as they possibly can to that position without overexposing themselves. Ooh, Paint now also looking to rush on forward. Coming in with a little bit of engagement all the way over on towards that far eastern side. 0 now instead looking to put a lot of distance in between themselves and the players there from Unicorns of Love. Meanwhile, Paint are going to be fighting it out right here over on the eastern side. Shifu quickly going in for that res. Downs pick up Zadira. But now we've got to wait and see where these rotations are going to be taking the players. Still a lot of space for the teams to move into that zone. Of course, sitting up in towards that northwestern side. Bootcamp nearly being smack dab center zone. Shifu and the rest of the players here from the side of paint now. Getting ready to rotate back up in towards the zone. It is going to be Poka running up alongside Limbo Boom to see if they can find any of those shots on towards KONINA Power. You can see PRX just over on towards the northern side. Quite some distance away still. But the tension's also now starting to build up in towards that position. Currently over in ruins, the zone centering up once again. There we go. Nice little shift coming in. Staying over on towards that western side. Meanwhile, Baka going to be looking to push. Not quite sure whether or not they're going to be able to find any of those hits. But Paint losing one of their players. We can see Zadira getting down once again. Up comes Toka. Or rather, Poka looking to push on through. Ooh, cooking up the nades, cooking up the mollies. Up comes FLQQ. Come on. KONINA Power trying to play a bit of a pincer maneuver here, but FLQQ gets caught on fire. Oh, beautiful drop shot coming in. Paint now looking to hold on to this position. As we can see Zadira rushing on forward. They still have the numbers up. Things are looking relatively tough. They're now going to be looking to potentially make a bit of a rotation back in towards the zone. Meanwhile, in the zone, it is going to be the 4 Romanian men we see holding up their position relatively center in that zone. And of course, the players from Paint still very far situated on the outskirts of that zone. Quite a bit of ground left for them to cover to make it back up into zone securely. But that is going to be the challenge of the day, looking to see whether or not they can ride that storm and get themselves back in towards the zone. A little bit further up north, tensions are still looking to build on up, as we have now the players here from X9 keeping a very watchful eye on the players coming through there from New Name. Up in our team also, it is going to be the 4 Romanian boys tapping away as we saw them coming through. Sorry, no, that was the Eastern Stars. Kapahala, Octavian, and Fury now just trying to see if they can line up any potential shots. Meanwhile, we got Leo right here on the screen. We get to see if any of those plays could be coming through. Kapahala frantically scanning at the top of the hill. Octavian also going to be keeping their eyes absolutely dialed in. Kapahala now trying to see if they can spot anything up on the hill. But as we know, there's no one up ahead of them. Only the 4 Romanian boys moving in. Coming up from that eastern side, rather. Kapahala just going to be shooting away there. Meanwhile, we got Kellenho, Mush Kellenho now. Just quickly still playing over on towards the eastern side. X9 still up ahead of them. Nothing major really happening up in towards Painan. They're all going to be looking to find a different place to call home. X9 just on the opposite end. Keeping a very watchful eye on that position. Meanwhile, the zone is going to start closing on through. Oh, Keleno does send a few shots across. But New Names now looking to get themselves better situated within the zone. X9 applying a lot of the pressure. See, Yankees now could be receiving a beautiful molly coming up in their direction. Oh, the reach coming through there from Kellenho. Of course, now with that, Foopsman comes swooping in from the side there of Livion. So you can see the tensions really starting to build zone, continuing now a little bit further on towards that more northwestern side. Eastern Stars, 4 Romanian boys up north. Paint starting to push up in towards the zone as well. Meanwhile, X9 players here from the side of the New Name. Also just fighting over in towards Painan, looking to see who will be the team to hold on to the zone. But, of course, that northern shift is going to make it quite challenging for the teams to get any successful rotations pulled off. There's not going to be a lot of space, a lot of options really for them to move on through. Meanwhile, the players here from FLUX are going to be looking to now also just push their way on in. We did have them sitting on that southern edge of the zone, trying to just yeet their way back on through. And with that, LUX gets taken down, and it is going to be the end of the road for Romanian men. Also now going to be looking to push up onto the edge. Of course, we see them quite high up, going up against the players here from the Light Warriors. So for Romanian men looking to move into position. Light Warriors also just waiting in anticipation to see what is going to come through from their push. Oh, there we go. Roller Big Boy steps up, finds a quick little trade-off, sends the shots over in towards Redox. Redox now quickly just retaliating. Paint looking to now apply their own pressure coming in from that northern approach, swimming their way back on towards the island. So Roller Big Boy keeping a very watchful eye. Team Paint also just looking to see if they can find their way on in. Roller Big Boy now comes tapping away. Off goes the shot. But a very split out approach coming through. We got Ding also now just on the front line. Beautiful player. Sarah gets straight on down. Let's see what the players now are going to be doing. Ding trying to pick up ahead on towards Redox. We got Doobie also just holding on the side. Baboon also just on the edge of the cliffside. Quick rotation. Looking to get a bit of a wrap in there. Baboon now just patiently waiting. Doobie getting traded, as we did see XXTL coming in with an absolutely beautiful shot. Look at the high ground play coming through. XXTL now looking to rush on forward. Redox right up ahead. Sarah falling down. Oh, is this going to be the finishing blow? Redox now trying to put as much distance in between, but gets spotted out. Down they go. Beautiful rush coming through here from LXTT. Now for Romanian men, down to only one remaining player. It is going to be the final push. Will they get it? Yes, indeed. Nice execution coming through right there. The players from the Light Warriors getting a beautiful squad wipe now, sitting on a very comfortable 5 eliminations. How many more will they be able to pick on up? Of course, we do have that zone also getting ready to make its way in once again. Zone now just staying a little bit on towards that western side, centering up on towards Camp Alpha. The X9 rushing in from that southern rotation. New names actually coming in from a very wide eastern rotation. Unicorns of Love now about to get caught out on a bit of an exchange on that bridge as well. LXTT holding strong. Oh, but there we go. Team Big finding a quick hit. Because Zero also now just positioned all the way down on towards the south. Chaos now erupting over onto the east as the teams continue to try and push. But Big also now comes pushing up in towards, that western front. It is absolute chaos here as the players now from the side of Scream Squad are looking to hold their own. We've got Keep, we've got Renka. The two remaining hopefuls. Keep about to come under fire quickly, abandoning that res, but up comes the push. Down they go. Oh, and now it is all down to Ramzik and Remka to try and keep it all together as Big now continue to just push on to that position. Not looking to let them escape just yet. Here we go. Renka now just trying to find that quick sneak approach, trying to get around. Big still going to be holding up alongside them. Ramzik on the front line, going toe-to-toe now with Big. Livion also on the fire. Ramzik, there we go. Oh, off they go. Getting traded off as Big now come rushing forward. Just flexing those aggressive muscles. Of course, we can see Renka now being the last remaining player left for the team. Meanwhile, we did see the players there from Doom finding a few hits coming in the feed. There's also now going to be Zero trying to see whether or not they can find the last few hits coming into the side there of LIVION. Paint still fighting out on the edge of that blue zone. Not a lot of space left for the teams really to move around in. You see Zone getting ready to pop. We still have the last player from Paint positioned all the way up in towards the north. See, holding up all the way in towards Hatin. Unicorns of Love now coming under fire as well. But X9 looking pretty good. You see them situated up on the edge, holding a bit of a high ground position. Yankees, Leo, everyone now just trying to see if they can line up those shots. But the players there from Big situated just in front of them. Several stragglers, new names looking to push in from the south. They are going to be coming up behind Roller Big Boy. Not quite sure whether or not they'll be able to get it done all the way on through. Does seem like Zadira is going to be staying out in the blue, at least for the time being. Oh, look at the shots coming in from Alex. As they now start to just tap away. Big are going to be trying to just push their way on in towards that zone. Alex with a quick reposition. Up comes Big. Swave going to be the first one. Trying to make their way on in. Here we go. Big now trying to get the breach. Oh, first one goes down. Come on, are they going to be able to pick it up? Big down to Swave. Down goes the head. Alex coming in from behind. And with that, it is the end of the road right there for Swave. It is now back to Alex. Looking to see if they can make a bit of a bounce back. Oh, they come rushing in. Mozaro just holding that front line. Pivia. Now, the last remaining player for the side of X9. Big looking to now mount their advance. Both teams having to try and reposition themselves back up in towards the zone. Alex will get rezzed up in the meantime. They're not out of the woods just yet. Trying to send those nades in. Pivia coming under fire. Down they go. Alex also not looking too great. And it is going to be the end of the road for them. Oh, the head's finding the way on through. You can see Michi now trying to make a bit of a play here. Oh, but Mozaro getting down there. Eastern Stars holding up that front line. Several more teams trying to see if they can find a good way in. It is going to be Michi now. Oh, sorry, are happy. Trying to push in from that northern side. We got the Eastern Stars now positioned out in the blue. No clear line of rotation for them to get up in. Kapahala is going to try and heal it off. Meanwhile, we have some beautiful shots coming in here now from Vindex. Finding a beautiful one onto Ding. Come on, will Vindex be able to close it up? Tries the rotation. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, Vindex not being able to find the necessary shots just yet. Of course, now, oh, up comes the final player there from the 4 Romanian boys. Tudor getting taken down by the blue. But look at these players now coming in. It's going to be our final 2 teams. Looking to see who can clutch it out. It is going to be the players from the side of the Light Warriors coming through with that final play. The winner chicken dinner getting locked on in as they walk away with an absolute insane runaway performance. 13 eliminations coming in there. We got Din also sitting on 5 eliminations as an individual. Again, some really satisfying plays coming through there. Of course, you can see the players there from Clear Vision coming into second place with their 2 eliminations. The 4 Romanian boys taking third place with 1. New names finishing up in fourth place with 4 eliminations. Eastern Stars up in that 5th place, then also with 4. We got Big taking 6th place with 5. We got Livion up in 7th with 6. Got X9 taking 8th place with 1. Paint coming into 9th place. We can see finishing off with 7. Unicorns of Love up in 10th place. The Scream Squad in 11th with 1. Doom in 12th with 2. For Romanian Men taking that 13th position with 3 eliminations. FLUX up in 14th, KONINA Power in 15th, and then of course the players coming through from MAD Esports, finishing off on 16th place with 1 elimination. So there we go. There we have it. Match done and dusted. Now that of course means next up we are going to be making our way over on towards a little bit of that Erangel action. So be sure to stay tuned, and well, a big congrats going out to the players there from the Light Warriors, also picking up their second winner chicken dinner. But of course, we have a little bit of stats to have a quick look at. So let's quickly jump back into that just to remind you. So we do have Din coming in, taking the most eliminations, sitting on 5. We got XXTL coming in with the highest assist, and then Roller Big Boy landing the final blow to take that winner chicken dinner home. So some beautiful plays coming in there once again. But on that, we are going to be jumping into a break. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll see you guys right back in a short few minutes. Hello and welcome back. We're getting ready to move into our final match of the day. Of course, we are going to be heading straight back in towards Erangel. So it's going to be quite exciting to see what the teams are going to be bringing onto the battlefield. But before we get into any of the action, let's have a look and see what the current point situation is coming through for these teams. As we can see, of course, the teams sitting currently quite comfortably up there. We got 4 Romanian men, 1 chicken dinner, 88 points. We got Big, 4 points away, sitting on 84. Light Warriors, that last winner in a chicken dinner they found, doing quite a favorable thing for them now, moving them up into that 3rd place, sitting on 74 points, only 10 points behind where Big is. FLUX still sitting in 4th position now with 67 points. You can see Livion, as well as the players there from Scream Squad, also now just holding on to their respective slots. But let me know, who would you like to make their way all the way to the top of that leaderboard? This is going to be the final match of today, and after this, it is still going to be only 4 games left coming into tomorrow. So who do you think is going to be the team to walk away with this final winner chicken dinner right here over onto the lovely land of Erangel? Hit us up in the chat. Tell me what your predictions are. Who do you think will be finding those heads to come on through? But of course, some really interesting points coming in from the teams so far. And of course, speaking about the teams, we are going to be making our way into the map to see exactly where the teams will be heading on into. So without any further ado, here we go. Getting ready for that action. Flight path, there we are, starting all the way over on towards that northeastern side. As we can see, right in between Stolba, Kameshki, and Yasnaya. And of course, heading straight down to the south towards that Sosnovka military base. So an interesting flight path definitely coming through there. A little bit more over on towards that eastern side. So now we got to wait to see where the flight path itself, or rather where that first zone is going to be appearing. But for the time being, we'll be looking at the teams, looking to see where everyone's going to be dropping on down. And where those points of contention could be coming on in from. Of course, 4 Romanian boys, first team off, as you can see them now. Heading further up north towards Stolba, Kameshki. Looking to get themselves set up. There are more teams now starting to just disengage from that aeroplane. Got a few teams potentially looking to drop down up in towards Yasnaya. But no over-aggressive pushes coming through just yet. Ooh, but I'm liking this. Pachinki could be a little bit of a hot mess. You got the players there from Doom, new names, as well as the players from Livion now looking to get themselves situated up and towards that more center of the map. The first zone about to pop. Let's see where it goes, and it heads all the way down to that far southern side. So expecting quite a bit of chaos to come through, particularly over in towards Pachinki, seeing that we've got 2 teams are getting ready to challenge each other for those positions, but also up in towards Yasnaya. Things are also looking to be a little bit on the challenging side. As we can see, of course, now the players here starting to make their way on down. We got new names looking to push right on down. A little bit further up ahead. Oh, it is going to be the players coming through now from the side there of Flux. FLUX coming in under pressure. The shots already lining up. Oh, let's see if Solke will be able to survive the push coming through. Gojo now cooking up that nade, looking to send it over. Solke not having a single... Well, does have a weapon. Got the Bison. Not quite sure whether or not Solke is looking to take that engagement, though. There's going to be a little bit of a runaway situation. We got Shalun coming in, and with that, of course, it is going to be quite devastating for Solke, as this could mean the end of the road for them. We do have Michi also here from Big, holding up alongside them. See MAD Esports. Oh, there we go. The rush comes through. Michi lines it up. There we go. Tommy gun. Beautiful shooting. Oh, but off goes Michi as well. Down they are. And it is going to be the end. Mozaro and the rest of the squad now just rolling up right behind them. Look at this. Mozaro Beast tapping away. Beautiful shots. Let's see whether or not they'll be able to close this one out. Going in for those confirmations. We got Skyline, of course, and Shalun just on the receiving end, welcoming them up onto the bridge. Quick detour. As Big, Mozaro, and Beast duck down into the water. But this is going to be a tough run coming in now for... Ooh! Shalun, beautiful head on towards Mozaro. Beast now getting challenged. Down he goes. Come on, will that final blow come in from Skyline? Yes, and it almost does. No, Beast steals it away, and with that, it is going to be the end of the road. Of course, now, FLUX also going to be trying to get their wounded players back in to the match. See Solkay just trying to stay down for the time being, not hoping to get exposed just yet. Solkay making a quick run, trying to get away. Oh, it does seem like they might make a good escape. Here we go. Solkay now heading off into the distance. Oh, we got Paint also now coming through with a quick few hits. We got Renka here alongside KONINA Power. We get to hold on that southern position. There we go. Quickly looking to bounce as we do see Fash now. Just trying to hold up that front line. Paint, meanwhile, are going to come swinging on through, fighting it out over in towards school. It's going to be down to Shifu. As we do see Zadira also now getting taken on down. Going to be Shifu and Limbo Boom left now for the side of Paint. Not quite sure where Limbo Boom is. But Shifu now continuing to just trying to get a little bit of distance working in their favor. The rest of the squad pretty much getting eliminated. We have a little bit of tension still building up in towards that Pachinki region. Ooh, a down goes Sketch. Not the best approach just yet. But if we take a quick look at that map, of course, as well, you see the team still trying to find a good rotation to get themselves back in towards the zone. You see the action now starting to boil up over in towards Pachinki. So let's hop on over, see what is going down. Meanwhile, Shifu now just trying to get as far away from the danger as they possibly can. We got Christo also now just on the opposite end, right alongside the players there from Team Doom. It is going to be the new names. We get to see if they can bring it in. So, Christo keeping a very watchful eye there. We got Arso also just quickly trying to get that health bar back into a good position. Exodus sending out a beautiful nade. Up comes the Raj now right onto 0. There we go. It is dialed on in. Doom now down to 2. It is going to be Frosty and Maxa left on the opposite end. Up comes Frosty, just looking to creep a little bit closer. We got Maxa up on the roof. And this is where it does seem like the players here from New Names are holding a much, much stronger position. They definitely have the numbers to work out in their favor. Let's see whether or not New Names are going to get that jump in on the players there from Doom. You can see Doom playing it quite cautiously. New Names also now just a little bit of a high ground position, but also just cautiously waiting to see which way around Doom is going to be going. The Mushkel and Ho up on the roof. So we know Maxa does not have a clear line of sight onto that position. Frosty also just going to be patiently waiting on the balcony here. You can hear the footsteps around, but not finding a clear line of sight just yet. Oh, there we go. Frosty spots the first move. Also, quickly looking to reposition, just regroup. See how far they'll be looking to push this. Frosty cooking up that nade. So look onto the map, you can see several teams now just come cramming themselves in towards that military island. Of course, players there from Scream Squad positioned much further up ahead. We got KONINA Power and the players there from Livion also now just looking to rotate across. Meanwhile, there's going to be Doom, Frosty, just waiting cautiously to see what will happen. You see them situated up on towards that, up in towards Pachinki. The team's now still advancing further and further forward. Unicorns of Love also finding ourselves in a little bit of a position, as we did see. Kapahala now getting down. Unicorns of Love, Icy Boy, trying to make a bit of a play here. Getting caught on the wrong side of that hill. Elisio getting traded. Daddy IGL trying to come in with those suppressive shots as the Eastern Stars now come rushing on forward. Here we go. Doran on the front line down. Ooh, almost down he goes. Reznov taking a little bit of damage. Quickly retreating. Daddy cooking up the nade, trying to see if they can reach all the way across. Is it going to do enough damage? Oh, Doran Hor getting traded as Reznov finds a beautiful angle. But of course, with that, another nade gets sent right on over. Octavian continuing to apply the pressure now. Daddy IGL quickly trying to res it up. Icy Boy, unfortunately, won't be able to make it up to the rest of the squad just yet. Up comes Daddy. Up comes Octavian. Licio. Ooh, trying to creep on down. Octavian quickly now trying to get that res working out as well. Fury going to come rushing on forward. This could be quite a problematic play for them. Daddy, up he comes. Oh, Octavian, beautiful shooting coming through. Daddy, super low on health. Oh, and the confirmation comes in. Icy Boy still getting caught out on the wrong side of that cliff. Is not going to be able to bring that rotation home just yet. Meanwhile, quite a few developments coming in on that southern side. 4 Romanian boys lining up their hits. 4 Romanian men also coming in with a few shots. Meanwhile, the players here from Livion are going to be sitting here close to the bridge, keeping a watchful eye on the rotations coming through now from the 4 Romanian boys. KONINA Power also positioned off in the distance, holding their position up in towards Malta. The rotations now getting forced a little bit further up in towards that zone. Teams now just lining up on this bridge. You can see Hadsong right on the front line. Looking to maybe go challenging a few players along the way. But here we have it. 4 Romanian boys. 3 players up. KONINA Power also just on the offside. Icy Boy getting traded off. Let's see whether or not the players here from Livion will be able to get that angle to work out. Oh, KONINA Power comes in with a beautiful shot on towards Hadsong. FLQQ and PRX. I'm going to hold up the angles there. We got Foopsman also now focusing down on towards that bridge. See the teams now continuing to push on forward. Blue Zone closing on up. We'll have that next shift popping up momentarily. Meanwhile, Doom up into Pachinki, as we can see, finding a few hits there as well. So it took them quite some time, but now it does seem like it could maybe be the end of the road for the players coming through from the side of Team Doom. That zone moving further and further forward. Blue Zone almost entirely closed on up. See, we've got the players there from Scream Squad, 4 Romanian men, and of course KONINA Power, as well as X9 positioned down on towards that military island. Oh, and the zone shift taking a beautiful jump over on towards the Nova Crate. This is where the teams are going to be having a very, very challenging time looking to get themselves set up in those positions. You see Foopsmen now just still focusing on that bridge. They do find themselves up in it towards the north. Got Gonzo coming in for KONINA Power. Also going to be looking to see if they can find any additional angles working out in their favors with that. Oh, the players now from the side of the FLUX team are going to be looking to get themselves situated back in towards the zone. But we've got a vehicle explosions going off as Ketch now comes under fire, and it all now turns to Solus to try and rotate back up into safety for the rest of the team. But it is going to be quite the risky rotation going through here from Solus, being quite some distance away. Meanwhile, Gonzo still keeping a very watchful eye on Doobie coming through there from the side of the 4 Romanian men. The teams continue to push further and further up into the zone. Not a lot of options remain. See the teams now all starting to cram in to the side. Got the squad there from the side of the Light Warriors. Now going in with a few hits. Looking to capitalize on their own angle. We've got the Eastern Stars down in the water. Ding getting knocked out. You see Doran going for a little bit of a swim. The tensions are going to keep on rising as the teams are now still looking for those potential angles to be playing. Livion also going to be looking to see if they can push up on towards the northern side. They've got the players there from the 4 Romanian boys positioned just up ahead of them, which you can see all now taking aim over on towards Keme. You see a beautiful nade getting sent across as well. But will they be able to close it up? Now we still have Beast coming in for the side of Big, also just holding up alongside them. So Big trying to sneak up right behind them, finds the shot onto Keme. There we go, beautiful sneak attack. Blue Zone now catching up to them as well. It's going to be third zone shift. Livion still waiting, holding their position, not budging. We can see Beast starting to rotate up there as well. Shots continuing down further on towards that military base. Let's see whether or not Livion will be able to close this one out. Beast now coming under fire as that rotation comes in. Oh, the Light Warriors finding those blows. Swave now also going to be looking to continuously rotate in. Still quite some distance away from zone. Up in towards Malta. Swave now trying to make a run for it. See whether or not they'll be able to get up in towards that zone. We also have Solus now left for the side here of FLUX. But still, it is going to be quite a bit of a challenge here. Opting into the water, trying to see if they can find a quick way to cross that island. Meanwhile, the zone now having shifted even further down towards that southern side. We can see still looking quite challenging for a lot of these teams. 4 Romanian men looking to pull themselves into zone. Swave now coming in right behind Solus here. Ooh, 12 teams left. Not a lot of space for them to make much use of. Let's see whether or not they'll be able to get the job. Oh, clear vision. So you can see down south coming under fire. The players there from Scream Squad just utilizing their high ground. Christo is going to be falling off of a height. It's already players going through from New Name. Having a little bit more of a challenging approach, trying to stay down and steady. Swave up on the high ground. It's going to come rotating in right behind the players here from Livion. You can see, you can maybe find that angle onto Solus. You did see Swave looking over in that direction. Not quite sure whether or not that is going to be working out for them. Of course, Blue Zone is also going to come sweeping on through, closing it out. Oh, but with that Shifu for the side of Paint, also now having to pack their bags and make their way back up into the lobby. KONINA Power will be on the opposite end of the bridge, patiently waiting to see who's going to be moving in. We've got Gonzo set up here, looking pretty great. Finds a good angle, potentially up ahead towards the players coming in from the side of Livion. You can see Foopsman now just trying to smoke it up. Where will these next few blows go? Oh, FLQQ also down in the water, as we can see PRXX now getting traded. KONINA Power down to 2. Gonzo now just patiently playing on the bridge, hoping for a good opportunity. A bit of a gatekeep, but this new addition to the bridge does make it quite challenging. The shots coming in from behind. Gonzo Oh, getting down as Sarah comes in. Solus still going to be trying to swim across, nearly making it onto the beach. So far, so good. Coming in behind the players here, as we can see from New Name. Position just a little bit further up ahead. Meanwhile, the players here from New Name are going to be focusing their efforts on towards the 4 Romanian men positioned up ahead of them. But here we go. Solus now spots the angle on towards Hadsong. We find the hit. Oh, the trigger discipline coming through. We can see Crow also just patiently waiting. Not looking to get into any of those engagements just yet. Just waiting to see where it's going to go. That next zone also getting ready to move up as well. Solus patient with the angles here. Good Crow. We've got Hadsong up ahead. That zone getting ready to pop as well. It just continues further down south, moving in towards the 4 Romanian men. Now, all they got to do is just hold their position, stay strong. And that could be quite a beautiful finish coming through for them now as well. Solus is going to focus on getting themselves back up in towards that zone. Meanwhile, the players coming through from the side of Scream Squad, positioned up on the hill, are going to be looking to see if they can maybe reach all the way across. Solus under fire, getting cornered up behind the tree. As you can see, Livion coming through with the shots, pushing through from the bridge. Got the numbers, they've got the angles. Now, Solus needs to find a way to get out of that pressure cooker. Oh, he's going to try and rush it. Try and play it through. So far, so good. Managing to find at least one angle. Of course, now things are starting to heat up. Get the players here from New Names. Also finding themselves in a bit of a tricky position. Oh! First nade coming on in. Beautiful play. But now it is down to what these rushes are going to bring on through. Solus trying to move on through. Arso trying to also now defend the position. Oh, that nade coming in. It is now all up to Exodus, as Clear Vision is looking to make it super challenging for them. Exodus trying to ride it out, trying to see whether or not they could find a good angle to come in from. We've got Solus now also coming in right behind them. Could be a beautiful surprise performance coming in. Solus now cooking up those nades. Looking to see if they can find any angles. Entirety of Livion positioned up ahead. Up comes Solus. Alright, first nade out. Will it find any damage? Foosman comes under some fire, but that is not from Solus' side. Blue Zone catching up. Hadsong on the front line. All now starting to rotate up the side as well. Solus about to get caught out. Oh, the hit comes through. Blue Zone starting to tick away the health. And down they go. Gaceta now from the 4 Romanian men. Also just holding up that front line. Trying to see if they can get any shots. Will they be able to close up the edge of zone? Oh, Seta super patient with the angles here. Does spot out Hadsong. See Crow also now just tapping away, also picking up several blows along the way. The pressure is on. Clear Vision and the players here from Livion now having to push and apply themselves to the zone. 6 teams left for Romanian men. Looking to make it quite challenging, particularly seeing that they are so close to zone. Exodus still going to be just holding the position, not moving up too much. Meanwhile, Sarah's just going to come swinging on through. So you do see the players there from X9 to get themselves back in towards the zone. Doobie right there on the front line alongside GV. See whether or not these nades are going to find a home. Sends it out. Oh, explodes in the air. Not reaching all the way across just yet. Now those few smokes now coming out as they have to try and clear a path to get themselves back up in towards this zone. Here we go. There we go. GV coming in for Romanian men, looking pretty strong. Vindex picking up quite a few hits. We can see coming through in the feed. Now come rushing straight onto the side of Livion. Oh, Hamori running forward. Down goes Vindex. Hamori still in the vehicle, taking several hits. Down they go, one after the other. Elking, now the last hopeful for the squad. As you can see, Hamori quite some distance away, but so close to their teammate. Livion also trying to make it out. Oh, Crow getting traded off. GV and the rest of the squad here from 4 Romanian men now come rushing up on towards X9. It is Pivia left. Oh, and down they go. Final blows. Grenades for the win. 4 teams now left. Exodus still holding onto this little compound. Not going to be budging just yet. Elking also the last one left now for Clear Vision. Trying to see if they can find any angles onto the players there from the Scream squad. Oh, a little bit of damage. Nice. Elking picks up a nice, beautiful knock. 2 players getting traded. Oh, spots out, keeping the distance. There we go. Shots coming through. Very cautious play coming in here. 4 Romanian men. Now moving into position. Coming in from the eastern side. Elking still going to be trying to play that top angle. 4 teams remain. 9 players still left. Here we go. The angle comes in. Beautiful shooting coming in from Elking. There we go. That's what we love to see. And of course, Redox quickly pushing in for that res, but Redox also not trying to keep up the heads on to keep. Takes quite a bit of a chunk of damage out of him. Now, focusing on those reses for Romanian men. Looking to clear it up on the verge of that zone. Nearly having it locked right on in. Of course, now Doobie on the defensive play. We got Cacao just off in the distance there, so you can see holding up behind the tree. Exodus hasn't moved in ages. There's no need to move up just yet. Up comes Elking, getting ready to push forward as well. Prepping that rush for Romanian men. Oh! Getting ready for the push. Exodus comes in with a beautiful play right there. Bring a very quick end to any of those potential advances. Meanwhile, the players now from the side of the Scream squad still going to be looking to see if they can find any angles lining it up. Oh, there we go. Keep finds the first one over on towards Doobie. Renka coming in the nice assist there. Exodus yet to rotate on forward. 8 eliminations are coming through for the side of the 4 Romanian men, but they've not moved forward into zone just yet. You can see up comes the pressure vehicle getting popped. Sarah still trying to play the angles here. There's a squad inching their way on forward. GV also now just on the opposite end. Oh, there we go. Nice. Come on. GV so close. Cacao gets taken down by the blue, and GV now having an easy way forward. Looking to pick up those eliminations. Of course, Keep now going to try and to suppress 4 Romanian men as they move forward. Redox get down. Oh, look at the Sarah up ahead, taking several hits. It is now down to GV. Try and keep it together for the 4 Romanian men. Exodus also going to get, an opportunity to come around. It is now up to Renka to bring in that final play. Oh, look at the sprays. Look at the sprays. GV now on the opposite end, trying to send it on through. Is the final 2 players left. It is going to be a 1v1. Renka on the one side. And of course, GV on the opposite. Rez. Oh, nearly there. Come on. Medkit's looking good. Health looking good. GV trying to clear this one out. Who will get this final play? Will it go to the 4 Romanian men? Come on, so close. Renka trying to line up that shot, just utilizing the back end. But unfortunately, it is going to be the 4 Romanian men stepping up with that final winner chicken dinner. As you can see, of course, coming in with a very comfortable 11 eliminations to their name. Well done, well played. That, of course, being their second chicken dinner of this event so far. The players there from Scream Squad finishing strong in second place, coming in with 5 eliminations. Of course, new names taking that third place, finishing on 5. Look at the players there from Clear Vision also then sitting in 4th place. So you can see finishing strong on a very comfortable 8 points. X9 taking 5th place with 1. We got the place there from Livion coming into 6th place, finishing on 6 points. Of course, Eastern Stars also then up in 7th with 4. We got the place there from FLUX up in 8th with 1. We got the Light Warriors finishing over in 9th with 5 eliminations. Big taking that 10th place with 6. Got KONINA Power in 11th. Paint in 12th place. The 4 Romanian boys up in 13th with 1. Got Boom over in slot 14 as well. Then Unicorns of Love in 15th. And the players there from MAD Esports taking that 16th position. Of course, moving on to the next pod is going to be Sarah walking away with 4 eliminations, the highest in the lobby. Well done, well played. Of course, El King coming in with the most assists. 3 revives being brought on through. And of course, the final blow being dealt there by GVV for the side of the 4 Romanian men. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. But of course, it is going to be that time where we need to get us and see what the point situation is for these teams currently. We know they've been fighting it out. But now, who will be the next one to step right to the plate? Of course, we are going to be waiting for those results to come on through, so be sure to stick around. We'll be showing those results momentarily. But until then, enjoy some music, and we'll see you guys back in a short bit. But of course, beautiful play coming through there from 4 Romanian men once again, picking up that second chicken. See you guys in a short few minutes. Alrighty, and here we have it. Of course, the results coming through once again. So we see 4 Romanian men finishing absolutely strong on that leaderboard, coming in with 114 points with their 2 winner chicken dinners. Big sitting up in second place. As we can see, of course, looking quite great there. 1 chicken dinner as well. Light Warriors sitting on there 2. Got Scream Squad sitting on 2. And then, of course, the players coming through from the side of LIVION Esports, holding strong up in that 5th place. So absolutely beautiful plays coming through from the teams, just picking up so many chickens across the board. Really satisfying to see that coming through from everyone. But of course, with that, it is going to be the end of our evening right here. Thank you so much for joining in. We look forward to see you all back again tomorrow. So be sure to join in same time, same place, even more PUBG mobile action. Have a fantastic evening. See you all later. No. Okay, so let the stream go for another minute, and then I'm gonna end it there. So I showed the results. I said I've already showed the results on screen.